Center for Security Policy Executive Vice President Jim Hanson. So, Jim, thank you for joining me. Our plan initially was to talk about what happened in Nice. I know you've traveled to Turkey or recently in Ankara, and I want to ask you, actually bring you a statement that is coming through from NATO, essentially saying, Turkish officials saying there is no protocol to follow here. There has been a successful coup by all accounts here, and state TV reporting that in Turkey. What are your thoughts about what's happening in Turkey and what it means to the war on terror?
Well, one thing it means for sure is if this was the secular forces within the military rebelling against Erdogan and his path of Islamism that he's taken Turkey down, that could potentially be a very good thing for the world. I mean, Turkey was once a secular democracy. Ataturk Airport, which they mentioned was shut down, is named after the father of modern Turkey, Kemal Ataturk. He founded the republic with the idea that the military would serve as a brake on the more religious tendencies of some segments of the population. So if they can consolidate this in some way and take Turkey from this path towards becoming more of an Islamist and a jihadist state, that would be a good thing. That remains to be seen at this point.
It does remain to be seen, and Ed Rollins has been with me this hour and saying it's quite possible that the Navy supports one part of the government, the Army another. And I hear what you're saying, Jim. If it is the one, whichever faction it is, that supports secularism, that's obviously helpful to the U.S. But getting to a related theme about Sharia law, I mean, your video, you pulled this on YouTube and was talking about hate speech regulations. I want to know what your thoughts are on the former speaker, Newt Gingrich, saying that essentially religious tests should be imposed.
Well, here's the thing. He's not saying a religious test. Sharia is not a religion. Islam is a religion. Sharia is a totalitarian code that governs every aspect of life for people who believe in it and who follow it. That's not the same thing. And so for President Obama to act like this was some un-American thing, that's him demagoguing again. Now, when the speaker said we should be applying this to Americans, that's a much higher bar for people who are here legally or who are citizens.
Right.
But to apply a test for people who want to come to this country where they have no right to come here and they have to prove they have a reason to come and we should trust them, a ban on Sharia adherence is just wise policy and security measure that we might want to take.